Fellow Sierra Leoneans, Christmas is a season that brings us together as families, as neighbors, and as one people. It draws us home into reflection, gratitude, faith, and renewed care for one another. At this sacred time in the Christian calendar, I bring you warm greetings and my heartfelt wishes for peace, love, and quiet joy. For many of us, Christmas is a season of faith, a time to thank the Lord for his protection and provision throughout the year. It is also a time to forgive, to share what you have, and to show kindness in meaningful ways. As 2025 draws to a close, it is right that we pause and reflect together. This year demanded patience, discipline, and collective responsibility. Difficult decisions had to be made, not for short-term comfort, but to protect stability and lay a stronger foundation for the future. Throughout the year, my government worked with a clear purpose to stabilize the economy, strengthen our institutions, and safeguard the long-term interests of the Sierra Leonean people. This work was guided by cabinet decisions, national dialogue, and engagement with partners at home and abroad, always with respect for the rule of law and our democratic institutions, including our parliament. Some of these decisions were hard and were felt in homes and markets. Yet, even as we managed these challenges, we continued to invest in roads, energy, education, health, and essential public services, because development must be felt in everyday life. Our commitment to human capital development remains firm, because our greatest resource is our people, especially our children and young people. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, I know that many families faced real pressure this year. The cost of living weighed heavily on households. Parents worried about food and school needs. Traders and farmers faced uncertainty. I hear these concerns, and I take them seriously. Today, however, we can give thanks to Almighty God for clear signs of improvement. Conditions are beginning to ease. The prices of rice and other essential goods are coming down. The exchange rate is stable. Petrol prices have reduced and remains steady. Inflation has fallen to single digits, the lowest level in nearly 20 years. This progress reflects careful economic management, increased local food production, and disciplined use of public resources. My government will continue to protect the most vulnerable and ensure that relief today does not create hardship tomorrow. Food security remains a national priority. Through the Faith Salon initiative, more food is being grown at home. Rice self-sufficiency has improved, and farmers are being supported with better inputs, equipment, and access to markets. Because when farmers do well, the whole nation eats. Looking ahead, the 2026 national budget is designed to consolidate these gains. It focuses on protecting the people, strengthening food security, investing in health, education, energy, and jobs, and sustaining economic stability through responsible management. Above all, it seeks to ensure that progress is steady and shared, so that growth today builds a lasting opportunity for tomorrow. Fellow citizens, effective planning depends on accurate information. This is why we launched the 2026 Population and Housing Census, our first full census since 2015. This census is not about politics. It is about people, fairness, and the future. It will guide how we plan schools, health centers, infrastructure, and fair allocations. It will be conducted transparently and in accordance with the law, and it will count every Sierra Leonean. I therefore call on all citizens and political parties to support this important national exercise, because every Sierra Leonean counts. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, in 2025, Sierra Leone strengthened its standing on the global stage through constructive engagement and responsible leadership. We secured approval to proceed with the Millennium Challenge Cooperation Compact, opening the door to major investments in electricity, jobs, and support for small businesses. We also joined the Mission 300 Compact to expand electricity access across Africa, reinforcing our commitment to development and opportunity. As our tenure on the United Nations Security Council comes to an end, we live with dignity, having spoken for peace, justice, and the protection of innocent lives. This achievement belongs to the people of Sierra Leone. As chair of ECOWAS, we continue to stand for dialogue, constitutional order, and regional integration and stability, because a peaceful and prosperous West Africa is essential to our own future. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, at home, our greatest achievement remains the peace we continue to preserve. Throughout 2025, Sierra Leoneans chose dialogue over violence and restraint over provocation. This is democratic maturity. Democracy does not mean the absence of disagreement. It means resolving differences without breaking the nation. As political activities intensify, I call on all political actors to compete with ideas, not insults or violence, and to remember that after elections, we must still live together as one people. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, our young people are the heartbeat of our nation. Yet we cannot ignore the growing threat of drug abuse, especially the deadly kush, which has harmed families and stolen too many young lives. To every young Sierra Leonean, your life has value. Your future matters. No substance is worth the loss of your health, your dignity, or your dreams. My government will redouble its efforts in the fight against traffickers and criminal networks that profit from destroying young lives. At the same time, we are strengthening prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation because punishment alone does not heal. Protecting our youth requires education, care, and opportunity. The government cannot do it alone. Parents, teachers, religious leaders, and communities must stand united to help to stop the spread of drug abuse in our nation. To our young people, your country believes in you. Walk away from what destroys you and walk towards what builds you. Your future is something we must build together. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, every day I serve as president, I remain mindful of the trust you have placed in me. Whether commissioning roads or bridges, opening schools and hospitals, supporting farmers and businesses, or representing our nation abroad, I undertake those duties with a deep sense of responsibility. Public service is stewardship. It is hard work. It is the discipline of showing up every day to do what must be done. I remain committed to working for a more stable, more just, and more prosperous Sierra Leone. Not for some, but for all. Progress may take time, but when it is built on trust and shared effort, it endures. I ask you to continue this journey with me, holding my government accountable and working together to build the future we all want. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, as we celebrate Christmas, let us open our hearts to one another. Forgive where there has been hurt. Share where there is need, and choose kindness. I thank you all who serve our nation every day. Our teachers, doctors and nurses, farmers and fisherfolk, traders and market women, public servants, transport workers, and our armed forces and security force services. Your service sustains our country. I warmly welcome home our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. Your presence during the festive season enriches our families and our nation. May this season bring you rest, joy, and renewed connection. This Christmas, I remember with gratitude all those we lost this year. May their souls rest in perfect peace. Christmas reminds us all that hope is a choice. A choice made when we love one another, protect our peace, and believe in a better tomorrow. As we look ahead to 2026, may God bless our homes with peace, fill our hearts with love, and grant our nation renewed hope, opportunities, and steady progress. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a peaceful close to 2025. May God bless you. May God bless your families. And may God bless the Republic of Sierra Leone, the land that we love. Thank you.